What is up, y'all? Welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us. We, of course, are the Alternates. I am your host, Brian Cullen, and with me, as always, is everyone's favorite, the Princess Peach to my Mario.
Oh, thank you for saving me.
Clayton Stevens. Picked that one specifically because I learned that August is Princess Peach Appreciation Month.
She's great. I mean, she gets in trouble a lot, let's be honest.
Nobody's been kidnapped more.
Nobody's been kidnapped
Yeah.
more. But we'll get her, I don't know, some kind of alarm system or something.
I don't know, just Mario and Liam Neeson are on the phone just lamenting.
Just like a bucket with a rope that if someone falls through, the bucket falls, you know?
Yeah. Let's get
a little Home Alone.
Exactly. I was going to say, let's get Kevin McAllister over there and booby trap the house. Well, thank you for being here. It's good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
We've got a great show lined up for you today. We've got another guest joining us in the studio in just a little bit here. Before we get into all of that, I want to take a quick second, ask you all to subscribe to the show on YouTube and wherever you get your podcast. Go ahead and like the video, leave us a comment. If you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, rating and review, all of that helps out. And most importantly, share the show because it helps people just like you find us so that we can continue to build this incredible little community of ours. If you want to get a hold of us, you can do so by emailing the show, thealternatehoop@gmail.com, and go ahead and follow us on TikTok @thealternatesNBA. Let's not waste any more time.
Let's get right into it.
We got Jamelle Johnson in the studio.
Yep.
Let's get into a conversation with a comedian, a podcaster, and most importantly, most interestingly,
yes,
a Wizards fan.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? As we teased in the intro, we have a special guest in the alternate studio today. We're joined by Jamel Johnson. Jamel is a stand-up comic. He's one of the co-hosts of the Airbuds podcast, and most importantly, Dikembe Mutombo once took a photo with him.
It did go that way.
I flipped it. For you.
He asked me.
How did that go down?
I snuck into the ESPYs. And then was at the after party, dressed exactly like one of the writers. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I went up there and asked. I was like, "That year you played in Philly, that was some real shit. You know, will you please take a picture with me?" And he didn't want to, but he did, and he also did the finger wag.
Nice.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
And I did not ask for that.
Yeah.
He knew.
Did that
But he knew what you wanted.
Well, obviously, come on. I fucking wanted, but I would never ask that. I would never ask that of the man.
Hard to understand, man. His voice was it as striking in person?
Actually, no. I think a couple rum and cokes kind of loosens up.
Okay, yeah. He was having a good time.
Yeah, he was chilling.
Was this before or after the Belgium airport incident?
Well, this was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
so
shit.
I think we're good.
After.
Yeah.
Maybe he got so shook with the bomb scare at Belgium airport.
Oh, he was there?
That it changed his voice. Yeah.
My God.
He was in the airport when all that went down.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did he say no, and then it stopped?
Yeah, this is like
he prevented.
He held off the bomb squad and just
like,
waved his finger, and everything was fine. Everybody got on their planes and went home. It was great.
Yeah. And then, who's the extremely unattractive man who played for Philly, who was like behind him, like that backup, like power forward, like that 1 year Philly made the finals.
This is pretty niche. I gotta look this up.
The Allen Iverson team, you're saying?
Yeah.
2001 power forward for the
Philly.
Yeah.
They didn't score, that's for sure. Nobody else on that team scored, but
one of the least attractive men in human history.
I love that. That's a funny team.
What year was that? Like
2001.
2001.
All right, let me look this up. Let me pull this roster up for you.
Please.
He looks just like Tony Snell, but it's older than Tony Snell. Like, what if Tony Snell didn't have braids?
0102 or
probably 2001.
Okay. All right, let me see what we got here.
I believe that's
I love making people research.
Rajah Bell, Rodney Buford, Matt Geiger.
I mean, Rajah Bell's weird looking, but I don't think that quite counts.
Tyrone Hill.
Tyrone Hill! Thank you. That is who I was thinking of. Shit.
He was there.
That's what I was. Yeah, he was there as well.
Yeah, I don't think he got recognized too much,
He
but you were
appears,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember
Yeah,
you.
so-
You were that crazy looking guy on the 2001 Sixers.
I was there for a couple years. Played most of his
Oh, you
career for
played around.
Cleveland.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on.
Okay.
Interesting.
Solid run. Did he play 10 years?
He played 13 years.
Come on, man.
That's
That's
a
a great
really
career.
good
Yeah.
run.
That's a run. That's longer than school.
That's a pro's pro.
Man. Tyrone Hill, come on the show.
Yes. Yes.
it's
Come on.
very-
We
come-
got lots of stuff to talk about.
Oh, he's
Please come
from
on.
Jamelle will come
Ohio. He's from Ohio. So he was the first LeBron, the first like home kid to play for the Cavs.
Oh, wow.
Original LeBron?
Yeah.
Damn, son.
I'm gonna start getting in like internet arguments where people are like Jordan, LeBron. I'm gonna be like Tyrone Hill.
Tyrone Hill.
Yeah,
Get out
Tyrone
of here,
Hill's
dude.
the
You don't know
GOAT.
anything. You don't know anything about
To look
anything.
the way he looked to play
And
13
sure-
seasons.
Because, hey, look, being hot does help in all fields.
Oh, straight up.
It's
You're
not.
wrong.
It's not just for girls. Being hot, dudes too.
Which is
It
tough
helps.
because basketball, not too many hot dudes in basketball.
See, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I got one for you.
There's some.
We're gonna get
some
into
hunks.
it. There are. I agree with you, and we're gonna get into it. You're a Wizards fan. We'll get into that. But where does Corey Kispert sit on the hot boy list? Is he up there, or is he too? What do you
right.
think? He's got that '90s hot boy look, don't you think?
Yeah, Corey's got a look. I wouldn't say he's hot. I don't want to fuck Corey Kispert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's too young for us too.
Yeah. Also, I mean, hey, that's another podcast. But
No, that's this podcast.
Corey's like, if you like, lacrosse looking dude. If you're into that lacrosse type shit,
Yeah.
dudes with the pink shorts.
Yeah, that's definitely his look.
If you want to fuck a guy who owns pink shorts, you would absolutely fuck Corey Kispert. Why wouldn't you?
I think that's absolutely fair.
I was
mean-
just talking to my buddy Charles about this. We couldn't remember who it was, but there's some sports writer every year that does the all lacrosse team. And it's just based off of names. So it'll be
Oh.
like, whatever, like Chet Johnson the third.
Yeah.
for sure playing lacrosse. And it's
feel like-
just
Trevor Lawrence is a great
Total lacrosse
Oh
name.
my God.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence. He's
Especially
in
if it was like Trevor Lawrence the third.
Yeah.
He's in the MLL. He's playing for the Baltimore Bayhawks right now.
Is that a real?
It feels like it, but I don't think it's true. I don't think so. I don't think it could. I don't think so.
You could have said yes, and I would have bought it 100%. So Jamelle, thank you for coming on the show, joining us.
Thank you for having me in near Hollywood. I got to tell you, fellas, this is not Hollywood. We are south
No.
of Hollywood.
Yes.
Yeah, just south.
Anything with an S in it, we in Mid City, dog. We're at the LACMA or whatever, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mid City is like the funniest one to me because so many people say, "Oh yeah, I live in Mid City" or like by Mid City, and I'll look at a map of where they are, and I'm like, "That's
I live in Mid Wilshire City.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see,
State.
yeah, I lived in Mid Wilshire for a long time, and I would
Mid-Wilshire?
always, and whenever I say
Yeah.
that, people they're like, I don't know what that is. I'm like,
It's the middle of Wilshire. What the fuck do you need to understand? It's right over. It's
I
middle
get
of
Mid
it.
City from people all the time, and I'm like, "You're way too north of Adams to be considered Mid City."
Yeah.
I'm not buying this.
I got to figure out this side of the grid anywhere. I'm like, there's got to be a sandwich I want over here, but I don't know where it is. I got to get more familiar. All I know is Top Round. You guys fuck
Top
with
round,
Top Round?
yeah,
Round, yeah.
on La Brea,
That's a
yeah.
Top Round
classic.
solid, but I don't have a second. I need a second western side-ish sandwich.
What's that like really woke cafe over by Bernie's?
Wait, where?
It's like an old diner called Bernie's.
Oh, the one that has like the Bernie Sanders stuff
And it's
on
got
it?
Bernie Sanders stuff all over it.
There's
Oh.
no, you can't go there.
It's
It's
not.
just for
Yeah, there's no
filming.
food in there.
okay,
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah, no.
I've just never been, and I'm
Yo.
like, that seems like it would be a good place.
I know what you mean. There's absolutely no food in there. I have
Crazy.
He knows.
Yeah,
Because there's like union stuff. There's like all the support
So
unions and all this stuff on there.
it was a restaurant, I assume, and then it was in the what was his name? Sean Kingston.
Whoa.
He had a music video that was filmed there.
What?
I can't remember which one.
Beautiful girls too?
Dude, it might have been Beautiful Girls, honestly. And then from then on, it's been the Bernie Sanders. It was like the Bernie Sanders headquarters or
Yeah.
something like that. I lived literally like 2 blocks
Wow.
away from it,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I would see it all. But they never served food when I was there.
Damn.
Never.
I used to fuck with this place over here called Pico Deli, and then they started calling it Mid City Deli. and then it closed. So I feel like they should have kept it Pico Deli. Go down swinging.
Yeah.
Pico Deli, come on the show if you're...
Sponsor the show, Pico Deli.
Come on, change your name back.
Or at least be Mid-Welsher Deli.
Yeah, something, man.
Let's respect where you are. Okay, so we got Dikembe Mutombo out of the way.
Yes.
Very cool that he had the opportunity to take a photo with you.
Yeah, I know it meant a lot to him.
Yeah. I'm sure it was the highlight of his...
I could see it on his eyes.
Yeah.
I knew.
Yeah, that was your good service for the year.
Looking up at his eyes.
I'm looking at him and I'm like, you love this. You're having a blast.
So as Clayton alluded to, you're a Wizards fan, which is somewhat rare to come by. It's kind of like when I didn't live in LA, because I grew up here and I moved away for a while. Mm-hmm. It's the way people reacted to me when they found out that I love the Clippers. They're like, I've never met a Clippers fan before.
Why?
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
would you choose this?
Exactly. Are you from DC or like the Maryland area?
Yeah, DC, Virginia.
Okay,
it's
Virginia.
all connected.
Yeah.
But yeah, grew up in VA.
Okay.
Seeing the Bullets at the USA Arena. Tracy Murray.
Wow.
Rod Strickland, I see you. You guys change these cards out?
Yeah.
Or is these other? That's nice. Anyway, yeah. So from then on, and they've been terrible pretty much the whole time, but I remain.
I respect it. Like it's
Thank you.
when I meet fans of franchises that just punish them all the time. Yeah. There's just like a place in I'm like, yes, you get it.
I couldn't agree more. Like when you meet like a Kansas City Royals fan, you're like, that's sick. That's diehard.
Yeah. I'm not gonna choose happiness. Why would I do that?
Yeah. It's the easy way out.
Yeah, I want multiple decades of suffering.
Yeah.
So, Joe, did you grow up like a sports kid? That was your thing? Yeah.
Sport kid, Sporty Spice.
Yeah.
Just top to bottom.
Football, baseball.
Yeah, soccer.
You played all those?
Yeah, I played all those. Worst at baseball. Probably should have kept playing soccer. Played basketball a little more, football the most.
Mm-hmm. And what about your parents? They were sports fans too?
For sure. It's just, the game is on at all times.
Are you a Commanders fan then?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. I
whole family?
Yeah.
All Wizards, Commanders, just DMV.
Well, the family claims the Wizards less.
Okay.
Me and my brothers.
Understandable.
We kind of watch the Wizards. My dad doesn't really watch the Wizards. My mom doesn't really watch the My mom's a big Mystics fan.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure.
It's a great team.
And it wasn't for a while. Oh, the Mystics were really bad.
Oh, they were, terrible. But
anyway, yeah. But the Commanders is like mandatory.
Yeah.
They got Commanders keychains. They're saying it now. It's weird.
They're bought into the name change.
Nobody liked it when it was the football team.
Yeah,
and
that
then
was strange.
We liked it less when they changed it, but I don't know. That once a rumor hit that they might move the team to where I grew up.
Yeah.
Everybody's in. It sucks, man. They got my whole they got my family, and they got me too.
Was your family on board with getting rid of the original name?
Not exactly.
Yeah,
not as much as they should have been.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I asked. Because a lot of people.
I mean, people wanted it changed because they sucked.
Yeah. It had nothing to do with the politics behind it
at all. Nobody cared, and we didn't. I don't know. People still say it for sure.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
It's never gonna.
It's gonna take a long time.
It's gonna take a long ass time.
Yeah.
For everybody to stop. I wish we could have kept the logo still. Which is that worse than the name?
I think it might be. That name's pretty bad. I don't know.
The name was so bad.
It's 50-50, I think.
I just wish they could have changed it to
is
the
it
Warriors.
Just the nostalgia for the logo? Just seeing it on starters jackets?
Because we used to be good.
Yeah.
It's all centered around because we were good at one point. Nobody cared when we were good.
Yeah. So you've gone through, I'm just thinking about this, you've gone through multiple franchise name changes. You remember when the Bullets
for sure
changed to the Wizards?
A little kid was the one who picked the name. It was a write-in in the paper. And the finalist was Wizards. I think Sea Dogs was one. And then some other like, politics bullshit like the
Senators or something.
Supreme Courts.
Yeah.
Some shit. But yeah, ended up being the Wizards. And everybody was pissed. Nobody liked Wizards. Everybody was like, keep it the Bullets. And I'm like, but that was dumb too. The reason why we were the Bullets, like, obviously is because guns are cool. That's I don't.
What other explanation is there?
I have never shot a gun in my life.
We've got a few here. You want to fire them right now?
I mean, we could do it. Well, yeah, I'll do it on the show. But like, okay, that's why they did it. It's the 60s or whatever. Everybody thought guns were cooler than the 60s.
Yeah.
I think we all could agree there shouldn't be any assault rifles.
I think we can agree.
You shouldn't be able to scoop one at the convention center or wherever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
One single bullet.
One single bullet, kind of cool.
Yeah.
So they're called the Bullets because guns are cool. But the reason that they gave was like, they tried to say it was like all about Superman.
Oh, really?
Because
like faster than a speeding bullet.
Yeah, but it's like, we're the Bullet. We're not even fucking Superman
Wait a second.
in this equation. It was dumb as shit.
So you're saying we're slower than Superman?
Yeah, which is like, thanks. You know what I'm saying?
That started off on a bad note.
Didn't need to know that.
They were originally the Baltimore Bullets, weren't they? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Earl Monroe.
Yeah.
I know.
Earl the Pearl, wow. So you mentioned having brothers. Is that how many siblings do you have?
Got two younger brothers.
Two younger brothers. So you were the ambassador for
pretty much
sports and culture.
I was the one with the remote.
You brought them into the life of pain.
Yeah. Come sit down. I have the remote, so we're all gonna watch the Wizards lose together.
Yeah.
Instead of whatever cartoons, whatever fun you want to have. Come watch Popeye Jones. Have a 6-rebound night. Yeah.
You're going to learn about life today.
And you're going to love it.
You're going to love every second of it. You're going to have a blast. The one nice thing about being a fan of a bad team is the tickets are always cheap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you could get those nice seats. Mm-hmm. Like, I can remember those years when Beal used to get hurt all the time and John was only getting hurt sometimes. There would be these stretches where they both weren't there. You could get into that club level where they give you free food and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can get in there for like $30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, when I was a kid growing up, there were like deals at like car dealerships where it's like, come test drive a Camry and get free Clippers tickets. And like you would get tickets to the sports arena.
Yes.
Because you went and test drove a Toyota Camry.
Does the sports arena still exist?
No, it's the Bank of California Stadium now. It's where LAFC plays.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably a good choice.
Yeah.
No,
well done by them.
It was a rough scene at the sports arena. Like it literally like had terrible lighting, and if you ever look at highlights
from six guys with flashlights,
that's what it looks like.
It was like the scene from Requiem for a Dream. It was just that.
You look at highlights from that era compared to like Lakers highlights at the Forum. It's like lit poorly. Like it's like someone didn't change out the lights.
It was like orange lights too. Like there was like really warm orange lighting.
Come on, man. These are the bulbs they gave us. I don't know what you want us.
They came with the building.
Yeah.
Sterling wasn't paying for new bulbs. Come on.
Dude, no, he wasn't even paying for tape. You know about those stories where Sterling was having the players reuse tape.
Yeah,
he would make the trainers save the tape after practice.
Jesus, the Clippers, it's I love the Clippers because I'm not from LA.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm allowed.
Yeah.
But like being from LA, I mean, what was the level of ridicule you must have faced? Did you even say Clippers out loud? Were you just keeping this in the house and not telling people?
I mean, for me personally, it was a little like I've loved basketball for as long as I can remember. Most of my family's from Houston. Rockets games were always on. Olajuwon is my favorite player of all time. I love that run of the Rockets. And so I just kind of like as a young kid, it was like Jordan. Yeah, Jordan's my favorite player. I love the Bulls because
Yeah,
you know.
do.
Yeah, I was like 4 years old, and I was
sick.
like, "This is this is so
this
sick."
is the craziest thing I ever done seen.
Not only is Jordan awesome, but like their logo is sick. You know, it was
It's
like the
a
reason why
bull.
I was like, I love the Raiders too, because I was like, it's the sickest like logo
Yeah, it's
ever.
got swords on it.
Yeah, exactly, and an eye patch. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's the one.
Yeah, I was like, if you're gonna take Joe Camel away from me, I'm at least gonna keep the Raiders
Yeah.
logo. And then when I was like 5 or something was when Ron Harper and the Clippers made the playoffs for the first time since they moved to LA. And so people were talking about it and it was a thing. And I just immediately went like, oh, that's my team.
I'm going with it.
I'm going with them. Yeah. I still have my Ron Harper jersey too. It doesn't fit. It's tight as hell. I look like, you know, the canned
that
biscuits
rules.
when I put it on. But like, yeah, like that was it. And so I was like sick. I was so young that nobody was going to be like, you fucking idiot. What are you doing?
What have you
know?
done?
Exactly. Exactly.
I definitely got ridiculed a lot for being a Clippers fan, but I liked it because I wanted to be anti Kobe Bryant in the early 2000s. It was fun for me to root against Kobe and for all the people to say that I was an idiot because I got made fun of at school anyways. So for me, it was just part of being
just
rebellious
actually,
in some way.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the rebelliousness of it, and then I genuinely fell in love with the team, and then.
Well,
It's like
early 2000s. How could
all
you
of a sudden,
not?
all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, actually, I really love them. It's not just a joke anymore.
I used to be anti-Kobe too, just being on the East Coast and being a fan of a team that sucked.
Yeah,
Just like, I'm not gonna
Kobe,
like the team.
Kobe
I'm not
beat
gonna
everyone's
like
ass
the team
too.
that's
So
good. Yeah, I'm not gonna like the team that's good.
yeah.
I was all in on those Trailblazers teams, the Kings.
Yeah.
Loved
Oh
them.
yeah, so fun.
Yeah.
Anything versus the Lakers is always the best. So one time in my life, really, I rooted for the Lakers. Was I was on tour with my band, and we were on tour with a band from Boston in 2010, and Lakers Celtics finals, and I was just like, I can't root for the Celtics, so I'm from LA, so I'm gonna root for the Lakers in this. It was fun, like being on the road. Like every day, we would as soon as we got somewhere, we'd be like, all right, where's the nearest bar? We gotta watch. The game tonight and whatever. So it was a fun experience to root for the Lakers then, but generally I've always been, I guess, not anti-Lakers, but...
Hey, be careful, man.
Because it's funny, I watch a lot of Lakers. I always have, bad
Lakers.
Lakers.
What are you going to do? It's just on.
I think I brought it up on the show before. I really low-key loved the D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, nasty Lakers.
Baby Lakers.
The baby Lakers were so fun.
Baby Lakers ruled.
They were awesome.
During that time, I was telling people, I was like, Jordan Clarkson's the best player on this team, and nobody realizes it yet.
Baby Lakers ruled. KCP with the ankle monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby Kuzma. Little baby Lonzo.
It was a fun team.
Zoo.
Yeah, Brandon Ingram looked like he was asleep. It was crazy how the crowd used to treat them, though. Like, God, they hated Brandon Ingram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone loved Kuz, which is fine, but if you guys are just nice.
Because he's hot.
Yeah. It's because he's hot. God damn it. If they were just a little nicer to the kids, they probably would have kept a couple more guys.
Yeah.
Just the crowd really turned on him fast. It was weird.
They did, and yeah, LeBron was like, "You're not hot enough to keep in my locker room, so
Yeah, come on. And for this reasons, I'm out.
yeah. I'm gonna milk a groin injury until we get the ugly out of my locker room." But yeah, I mean, I didn't get a lot of. I was a closeted fan for a long time because when I got into punk rock, it wasn't even that I was Clippers. It was just not cool to sports.
Oh,
you know,
right.
punk,
Yeah,
punks versus jocks, that kind of thing. So I just was a very closeted basketball fan.
True.
For a long time, which probably saved me because that was during the Kobe Shaq run and all of that, But yeah, I get more shit now than ever, than ever.
It's crazy. Just walking around, people even saying Clippers. Just saying the word, people turn around and
Like furious.
"What?
Yeah.
How dare you?"
It was always bad, but the Paul George of it all really
Totally.
just took it to such another level because they wanted Paul George so bad, and when he didn't end up coming and he ended up coming to the Clippers, it's they'll never forgive that.
Yeah.
I feel that for real, it was the end. That was the final, we actually hate you. That's how Lakers fans feel now.
That's
I
what
hate
it is.
you.
Man, It is Paul George's fault. It sure is. Son of a bitch.
He's not helping.
Yeah. And no one cares. Kawhi can just... I think he signed a deal that says he gets to miss every other season. I think that's how the Clippers got him. They were like, look, dude, just come whenever you feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have an open PTO policy. It's all good. Don't worry about it.
I'm super in on the Clippers this season. John Wall.
I was gonna ask, are you excited to have John Wall in LA?
Hell yeah, I'm excited to have John Wall in LA. I've been the president of the Free John Wall administration for like 2 straight years. So this is awesome.
You think he still has something left in the tank?
Yeah, I think, you know what? You probably only gonna want to play him like 20 minutes a game.
Yeah.
He can't be like, you know, carry.
I mean, they don't need him to on that team.
Yeah, exactly. Like middle reliever.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I mean, they're saying he might start. They're talking about.
No, it's like him versus Reggie Jackson, which is so funny.
Yeah.
It's so, as a Wizards fan, Wizards fans know. I don't know. There's something between John Wall and Reggie Jackson because every time we would play the Pistons, John would be on like a personal mission to like be like, no, I am better than you. Because I think.
Didn't they have something when Reggie was in OKC or something?
Well, I think it goes back to Detroit because I think it was like contracts back then, like before when
Reggie got paid.
Yeah, Reggie got paid, and John's like, how come I'm not getting paid? I'm so much better than him. And I think that was just the beginning of it.
Yeah.
And like he always got the better of Reggie Jackson, no matter what was happening in even towards the end, like. When his knee was like blowing up every other day, like still like we're not losing to the Pistons.
So both guys are getting hurt in training camp as well.
Yeah. Look out for that.
Yeah,
enjoy.
There's a new Mirotic in town. So going back a little bit, we've been talking about like what got us into teams, you know, players like the GOATs, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. What was it like for you with Jordan when he came to the Wizards? And is it because of your love for the Wizards, does it bother you the like disrespect that Wizards Jordan gets?
No. I mean, okay, so when it happened, obviously I was like, this is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Maybe Jordan.
It's Jordan. What are you gonna do? Like not love this? But I was wary because he's old. You know, like comebacks don't like dudes don't look the same when they come back. He's like 38.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I kind of had my expectations weren't high.
Okay. All right.
I'll be honest.
That's good.
I was just like, maybe something tight will happen.
He had some big games.
He did 50-point games. He used to like he used to get crazy blocks.
Yeah.
You know, it was just like weird like old man stuff that he would do, and he averaged like 20.
Which is crazy.
And he played 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Which is like, he didn't have to. I thought he would quit after like a month. And just be like, I'm not doing this.
You have to think before that, he was just sitting in an office, owning the team, doing what he does now, which is drink tequila and smoke cigars all day.
Yeah. And
actually
gamble. Yeah.
He wasn't even an owner. He was just the GM.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay,
I don't even know if he was in the ownership. He was just the GM.
Which makes it even funnier because he's like, I'm not seeing enough talent. I'm going to save this team.
Yeah. God damn it. Oh.
Yeah, you know he wasn't in shape until like a week before he decided. And then was like, I'll get in shape.
Kwame Brown. I really wish we had just drafted Yao. Because of the language barrier, I don't think Jordan would have been able to fuck with him mentally the same way.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Kwame had it tough everywhere he went.
Yeah.
No one was easy on him. All right, Jamelle, when did comedy come into the frame for you? And then were you the funny guy in your household? Is that like, was that the dynamic because you're the older brother? Were you picking on your younger siblings? Were you a class clown, house clown type? Or did you just love comedy?
Loved comedy. Mm-hmm. Was the clown.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wasn't like super clown, especially not at home. Way more at school.
Yep.
But I would get a clown.
You liked getting your friends to laugh at school.
Yeah. That was like the only reason I went to school.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would clown once a month at home. I'd get one monthly clown. And then most of it was getting done at school. I started after I graduated, like, I think I was like 21, 22. Mm-hmm. Got fired from Radio Shack, and a couple friends told me to go to this open mic.
Who's laughing now? Radio Shack.
Yeah, fucking idiots. Trying to sell cell phones. The fuck? So dumb.
Weird batteries.
So dumb. Just sell radios. People would love it if they just had, like, if they were just doing shacks and radios and like
shacks that had radios in it.
Yeah, and like radio adjacent. Like if they were just like fixing phonographs, they'd still be open. Record players and shit. If all they sold was record player needles, they would still be open.
Yeah, for sure.
They would still be open.
But so you did an open mic.
Yeah. 2010. And kind of haven't looked back since.
Really?
I've just been on the trail, the dusty trail.
So you must have had a pretty good first open mic for you to be like, yeah, I'm going to keep doing this.
Yeah, it was a showcase. I like talked my way onto a showcase. It was a place that does an open mic, and they had somebody, you know, special coming to town. They were just trying to get a little special event off. And also, this was one of the better mics in the area. This was in Woodbridge, Virginia, which is 40 minutes from the city. But slowly after I started, I realized, like, oh shit, this is actually better than some shit in the city. Just because like people would come out, because it's like the only thing to do in Woodbridge on a Thursday is go to this open mic or get in a fight on the other side of the bar. These are your two options in the town.
Yeah.
So but okay, so I go in. And I'm like, I'm here for the open mic, sir. And I made a couple people come with me. And the dude was like, it's a showcase this week. Come back next week. And then I was like, well, what if I don't? What if there is no next week? Like, I don't know.
Did you threaten to kill yourself?
Yeah, basically I did. I kind of did threaten to kill myself. And
or them, or the show, or someone's gonna die. It sounds.
I was like, what if I literally said that. I was like, what if I go home and I'm so discouraged I kill myself? What happens then? And he was like, yeah, nah, come back next week. He still was like, come back next week. And then like, I was like, I told my friends, I was like, I gotta come back next week. And then the guy came up to me and was like, you can go first. And I was like, man, that fucking threatening my life shit worked.
And then toxic boyfriends just started from there. That was the trend.
I was locked in. I'm gaslighting everything. And so, but yeah, so I did it and yeah, didn't brick. I don't think, it wasn't like, it was a packed audience.
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't know, like 50 people in a room. And they liked enough of it for me to be like, I'm coming back next week.
Hell yeah.
And there it was.
Do you remember your first bomb?
Shit, it was probably there.
Like the next week?
Yeah, probably the next week. Probably the very next week.
Easier to bomb at an open mic than a showcase.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I found that out pretty fucking fast.
Yeah, yeah.
The first bomb. Maybe Fredericksburg. I went to some bar in Fredericksburg.
Okay, yeah.
And like, I'm getting heckled by a guy who is doing a Chris Rock impression, like he's doing like a young Chris Rock impression in a suit with the cardboard still in like where the pocket square is supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's like a piece of cardboard in it, and he's just laying into me, and I just didn't care enough to like. The crowd was like, "Get him!" And I was just like, I like gave him the mic.
If only you knew back then you could just go up and slap him.
Yeah, I had no idea. I could have just assaulted this man. Foolish. Yeah, that one was crazy. That was pretty early on.
Okay.
I played a bar in Fredericksburg one time.
Okay.
And, well, no.
He was wearing a suit with the cardboard in it, and there was a comic on.
I killed this comedian. No, it wasn't a bar actually. It was like some sort of. It was a DIY show, so whatever, floor show.
Yeah.
And there was some kind of like pastry case. Like I guess maybe they served food there, coffee, maybe a coffee shop kind of thing. I think the place was called the Artful Dodger. I don't know if that rings any bells.
No.
No, but so we're playing and it's like really fun. We're like, dude, Fredericksburg's like going off. Like, fuck yeah, this show's amazing. And
Fredericksburg will turn up.
Instantly the vibe went down because a kid crowd surfed directly into the pastry case, glass everywhere it breaks, and it's like, well, that just killed the vibe. Super bad.
That also feels like Fredericksburg.
Yeah, so,
It can get out of hand really fast.
It got out of hand.
Almost
And then we were
immediately.
just like, well, we're gonna leave, but thank you for your space. I really appreciate it.
Correct.
And you never looked back.
Yeah. And I'm still on the run, so I shouldn't have said anything about it here right now.
We're gonna blur your face out, pitch your voice
that's
in
fine.
this.
Yeah,
You're good.
We'll fix that.
Don't worry about that. Yeah, in post we got you.
For sure.
So it's interesting, right? So the crux of this show, the reason why it's called The Alternates is Clayton and I came up through like the punk and hardcore scene and the dichotomy of that world versus being kids in that scene that also enjoyed basketball and sports, and how like those two things aren't on paper supposed to get along. And And I think, going back to like, why are you a Clippers fan? Kind of what he's saying, there's that, identifying with kind of being the downtrodden, the underdog, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to me. So when I started covering the Clippers, started writing for a website, I did a series of articles called Comedy and the Clippers, because I realized all of these people in the comedy scene in LA were huge Clippers fans. And then the thread that I got through after talking to everybody was that they were like, yeah, comic in LA, you have a fucking, you're not happy, you're struggling to get by,
you moved here.
Yeah, you moved here, you're going against everybody else. You're trying to achieve this thing that seems impossible to achieve. And they're like, I identified with that in the Clippers more than I did being a Lakers fan. Does that ring true for you with like the Wizards? Like, has that kind of like, obviously you were a fan first and then got into comedy. Did that kind of make your love for them stronger? Is that?
Well, yeah, being in LA too, because it was like the only thing, like I had my parents' cable login.
Okay.
So I could get all the games.
Yeah.
And it was like my one thing when I came here. No matter what, 4:30. The Wizards are going to lose a basketball game, and I'm going to get to watch it. Actually, no, when I moved here was our best season. It was when we lost to Boston. It was 2016. So
that's the John Wall jumping on the scorer's table.
Yeah, exactly. So things were.
I mean, that was electric. Yeah.
Fucking ruled.
That Rapid series was.
Yeah. The playoff run was great. Regular season, we were great. There was like we won like 17 straight.
John Wall was first team All-NBA or something.
Oh, I was in Oakland during that season, and I remember specifically getting tickets when the Wizards came in town because I was like, I have to watch John Wall play basketball.
Yeah, no. So we were on. I'm in LA. Shit is hard, but the Wizards are on, and so yeah, that kind of like because the Wizards, back home, like I get made fun of for being a Wizards fan at home.
Sure, yeah.
And there's no other basketball team. People are just like, why do you watch that? I'm like, because we're here. And
yeah.
Like, but yeah, so that's really, being in LA did make me way more invested in the team.
For sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like, and it was kind of your like comfort, right? That was like
exactly.
your security blanket was like, at least I know I get to watch this team.
I get to watch the Wizards. I get to watch Glenn Consor say some slightly off-color remarks.
Oh, yeah.
Every now and again.
He had the Kevin Porter one last year.
That was him. Oh, I forgot about that.
I was listening to games on the radio because he's the radio guy.
Yeah.
And if you know Wizards radio, Glenn will slip up and say something like a little, but it's never it's never anything where you're like, all right, fuck Glenn.
Yeah.
But you're just like, whoa, hey. Okay. You're getting into uncle territory.
Yeah.
We need you in.
He's starting to go down that road and then brings us a long hit to left field. Who was the guy that did that in baseball?
The Nick Castellanos.
Insane. Yeah. It's still, I will rewatch that over and it makes me laugh every time. How he's still trying to call the game. He's like apologizing and then he's like, and a long hit to left field, like in the middle of his apologies.
Son, so good.
So eventually you kind of combine, comedy and basketball to do Airbuds. Is that sort of the idea? Is that like you're with your friends and you want to just combine these two things, and it kind of came to be? What was the impetus, I guess, for starting it?
It was really Michael Benner was the dude who, like, I was doing his show back when he used to run Mixtape with Peter Moses, our other guy, and Garrick Bernard. And I showed up in a Supersonics t-shirt. I feel like I did the show before I moved to town, and I was wearing some basketball shit. And then I moved to town and did it again, and I was wearing some other basketball shit. And Benner was just like, "Do you want to do a show?" And that was kind of the end of it. And at that time, there wasn't a ton of basketball comedy stuff.
Yeah.
It was just inside the NBA, and that was kind of it. Like, Fox Sports wasn't doing the fucking best damn sports show shit anymore.
Yeah.
And so it seemed like a place in there was a lane.
And then it's like, yeah. And now you guys are like, it's a
still
part of the culture, like the basketball culture. Like, you guys are a part of it.
Yeah, we did. I guess we snuck in.
Yeah.
We got in there, and we've been doing it long enough. Show has not been good. It show's not been good, but we're still trucking along.
Hey, in podcasting, it's all about consistency. Content is at the bottom of that list.
Yes, Sirski. Correct.
So, into the present now, I gotta know, how are you feeling about your Wizards going into this next season? Obviously they kind of had to do it, but I'm wondering if you have any strong opinions on the Beal extension, on the roster you have going into this next season. Like, what are you expecting from the Wizards coming up?
I'm expecting mediocrity.
Yeah.
Of course. The way we started last year was like shocking.
Yeah.
Just like we're never over 500 a month into the season. Like, it was a little weird, and it felt like it was real. But then, I don't know, shit got fucked up fast. Like,
yeah, it really did just take a left turn.
And I don't. It seems like it's all on Dinwiddie. Like, it seems like Dinwiddie felt like he should be the guy, or at least like, I don't know, featured differently.
He definitely thinks very highly of his game
for
and
sure.
himself.
And just this is based on interviews and stuff, and just the way it was feeling was like he was at odds with Beal and wanted out, and so just cranked up the asshole meter until they were like, "Fuck it, okay, you got it."
Yeah.
And we wanted Porzingis. We wanted Porzingis a couple seasons ago. At the height of its shadiness to want him. But I don't know. It really all depends on like I don't believe in the depth of this team. So it's like, if any of the starters get hurt,
right? I mean,
it's a wrap.
Do you like Monty Morris?
Yes.
So I like that.
I think he's great.
I think he's great. That's a nice move.
And I was, like, the Wizards online are the fans are kind of like, I don't know, is this enough? We should be doing something like splashier. Like, they wanted us to go after like Brunson and some other shit, but it's like, Monte Morris has been in the playoffs like every year of his career,
and he's good,
and he plays.
Yeah,
it's not like
Brunson, I just don't think works next to Beal.
Yeah, I mean, it's.
Well, also one costs you $25 million, and one is Monty Morris making, I don't know, $10 million.
Yeah, something way more
and Monty
chill.
can play defense.
Something way more chill. It seems like he's going to be better on defense, and I think he's a better shooter than people realize. Like, I was looking like those clutch stats, which I don't know how much all of that means. Like, advanced stats.
Yeah,
that's like too much. Like,
clutch rating is kind of a funny stat.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's doing it on a good team.
But he's doing it on a good team.
But good teams usually don't play clutch minutes, so it's usually a very small sample size.
See what I'm saying? So it goes flip-flop, but like, when I look at it, like, either way, it seems like he's a consistent shooter.
Yeah.
Which is something that we haven't really had at point guard.
Yeah.
I mean, even John Wall. Like, when he was good, it was because the mid-range jumper was consistent.
Right.
Once he decided he was going to try to shoot more threes, the three was never that consistent. The numbers went up and down, but it just wasn't the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's never been his game.
At our best, he had a consistent shot that he was hitting. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. At least it wasn't 25 mil. We still, like, I don't know what the long-term point guard situation is.
Right.
I'm hoping it's Monte Morris. That'd be sick.
He's still young and like he still has room to improve.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah. You think playoffs this year?
I mean, I don't know, man. 7 seed,
Play in?
maybe 8, maybe play in.
We'll see.
Maybe.
I mean, I guess a lot depends on what goes on in Brooklyn, right? Because that would open up some movement. I don't know. I think there's a world in where the Wizards could be like the 6th seed or something.
And I mean, I guess there's like a little bit of questions, like, okay, because Miles Bridges is gone. Mm-hmm. So because the Hornets are taking a step back, and Miami is like, I don't know. I mean, Miami's Miami. And
They're going to be the 6th seed floor just because they're Miami.
Yeah, exactly.
They always will be.
Yeah.
That's like a thing that we'll never be better than Miami. So that's an issue.
Yeah.
Because they're in our division. So, you know.
Atlanta in
That's
theory
like 10,
got
that's
better.
like 10 losses. Atlanta, we got to see. So, yeah, like our division is like.
That's a brutal division to be in.
Yeah, it kind of flip-flopped.
I don't know about the Knicks.
Oh, yeah, that's a Atlantic.
Yeah,
But still,
I'm saying, but for
in
a
terms
playoff
of the
spot,
East,
in terms of getting a playoff spot, you know.
Knicks are a question mark. I think, okay, Boston's a lock.
Milwaukee's
a lock.
Philadelphia.
Lock.
You said Milwaukee.
Is Toronto a lock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Miami's a lock.
Miami's a lock.
Atlanta, I think you could probably lock in.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
DeJounte.
we haven't seen them yet, but in theory, you're adding DeJounte Murray to a good team.
And he's good.
Yeah.
And he's also good on defense.
Yeah.
DeJounte's great. I'm very high on DeJounte.
I mean, they lost the white savior of Atlanta, Kevin Herter, but
I mean, my lord, man,
the strawberry milkman is gone. But
my 2 favorite things about Kevin Herter: one, when they released the MLK jersey and it was a photo and it was him,
Kevin Herter
was insane.
I should have bought one. Damn, I should have bought one.
I bet you could get one.
I need that.
I don't remember how I heard this. I heard this through somebody that apparently in their locker room, anytime Herter had like a really good game, all of his teammates called him Kavan. That was like the thing. That was like the locker room joke. Was they called him Kavan anytime he had a good game, and that it makes me laugh every time I hear
really
it.
Good. Okay, so all right, so they're a lock. That team's really good, and they still got Capella and Collins. They haven't got rid of anybody.
They haven't got rid of him.
Okay, that's a lot. So that's 6 locks.
I think Collins is gone though.
Yeah, I mean that's what they were saying.
We'll see.
Yeah,
they were playing together in some pro lambs.
But Indiana's out as out can be.
Yeah.
Orlando's not there yet.
I'm with you, Charlotte.
Maybe.
Well,
yeah.
Losing Miles Bridges and Montrez. I mean, I don't know how good Montrez was for them.
Not great.
But
also, like,
they just got some new shit going on.
Is their coach, right? That
happened?
I think that did. He is the coach, right? I'm pretty sure he's the coach.
Oh no.
And their problem was playing no defense.
They just keep saying fuck defense, like harder and harder. They just keep making it louder.
I respect it because they were like, you know, everyone's like, you know, if this team could just get a defensive center, and then they were like, we'll trade for Montrezl Harrell. And like, okay, and then now Bridges leaves, and they're like, well, we got to get better defense. Let's get Mike D'Antoni. But the LaMelo stats are going to be.
I mean, sure.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
He's like, you know,
his fantasy stats will be insane.
Yeah.
The Wizards' window to do anything, you know, is it even a window? Is it even
A playoff window, maybe.
It's like a.
Do they have any prospects you like? Like, do you like Corey Kispert? I know I joked about him earlier, but I mean,
you got to be out on Hachimura at this point.
He's a shooter.
No, I'm in on Rui.
Okay,
I like Rui.
I'm like,
you gotta give him time.
I would love to trade Corey.
Yeah,
but like.
These Gonzaga guys, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean he's better than Bertans, at the very least.
You think so?
I mean, yeah.
It's only because he's got all 10 fingers, okay?
Yeah. And, like, based on last year, like, he wasn't a defensive liability in that way. You know, a little more driving, you know, every now and again. He'll hit you with the pump fake and go all the way to the rim.
He's a good in theory player. You know, like in your head, you're like,
could get better, sure.
He's athletic. He can
The potential's
shoot.
there for sure.
Yeah, but I think Rui is becoming a really good 3-point shooter.
Yeah, I guess I just haven't seen him enough in the last couple of years that I kind of like have discounted him.
He only came back back
Yeah.
half of last season.
Yeah.
So,
but it's been a while since I've seen him play consistently.
And when he was playing, his 3 was the best it's been.
Yeah.
He was shooting damn near 50% from 3.
Who did they draft this year? I can't even remember.
Oh, your boy from the Taco Bell commercial. He went to Wisconsin. How am I blanking?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Davis.
Johnny Davis, that's right. Yeah,
Johnny
that's
Davis.
a tough one. I don't know about that
Crunch
one.
Wrap Supremes.
Do you feel hopeful for? I don't know, man. That's
Trade
a
him,
tough
man.
pick. That's a tough pick.
Trade him. Man, I hope that the Pacers, I hope that something terrible happens in their front office. Somebody's fucking somebody's wife. And like something real bad to the point where they're like, all right, fuck it. We're blowing it up again. We're re-blowing it up because I would do anything for Tyrese Halliburton. I would give you all of our little Muppet babies.
It'd be a nice addition for you guys.
Oh, my God. Oh, him and Monte Morris?
That would be nice.
That'd be crazy. That'd be so much better than Ish Smith and whoever the fuck else
Who's now
was
on
rolling out
his
there.
35th team somehow.
Yeah, man. Damn, that'd be crazy.
This is probably disrespectful, but I hate to say it, but I feel like the moment Johnny Davis was drafted by the Wizards, his stock went down.
Incredibly.
Like before he played 1 minute, it was just like, oh well, he went to the Wizards, so
I think what I found out, I think the Wizards' biggest issue is player development.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the young, like.
So they kind of go for these guys who's like they have a little bit of college name to them or something like that.
Yeah.
But like
people who like, it's like.
But because you're picking ninth, you can't get the like, you know, you're never gonna get the Paolo.
Their concern is like getting guys who like work out well. They're like good in workouts and like show up to things on time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like we're running a fucking Ruby Tuesday instead of a basketball team. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know exactly what you're saying.
And it's like that. So that's our biggest problem. Like you said, I can remember. It was a couple months ago when we drafted Johnny Davis. Stephen A. Smith was like, "Fuck, man, that was our guy." He was like upset that the Knicks didn't draft him. And then as soon as one practice with the Wizards, now Johnny Davis is the most timid looking guy in summer league, just afraid out there.
Yeah.
Because they fucking play football instead of play basketball in the summer league practice.
It's because he was late, that's why. He
ridiculous,
got yelled at for being
man.
late.
Ugh.
He got a write-up.
I hope he's good, but where are the minutes for this man? I mean, the way it's looked, we just got Will Barton. He's in front of him. And we could play like big as hell. Like Kuzma and Rui should be on the floor together.
Yeah.
Like we could play like huge.
Yeah.
It seems like we could have some fun lineups, but
It could be exciting. It could be an
who's
exciting
going to
kind
be
of
hurt?
like...
I mean, Gafford's the good.
Yeah.
Yes, he is
We don't
good.
I like Gafford and Porzingis, but we just don't have like a sturdy, just like a guy.
Yeah.
You know, like both of them are just kind of frail. Just a little frail.
Yeah.
In the body type. We just
Yeah.
need like a solid looking dude down there. And Rui's not
You need a Gortat.
something that we need the hammer.
Yeah, set those screens.
Yeah, I think our problem might be we don't got anybody setting good screens anymore.
Yeah.
Those are not the dudes to set screens.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Last year it looked like they shot a lot of off the dribble threes.
Yeah.
You know, just a lot of tough shots. You're
Yeah,
just like,
man.
That's a tough way to live with Kyle Kuzma and Bradley Beal, which are not terrible shots, but it's tough when that's your entire offense.
Bro, it's so funny to think that man, when Gortat and John Wall were at odds, it's like you guys need each other
Totally.
They were a
so
great
fucking
pairing.
much.
Yeah.
Why are either of you acting like this?
Yeah, I don't
Gortat's
know.
the best at screens. He just likes getting hit.
Oh, he was an incredible screen setter.
God damn, man.
Yeah.
So
Like,
stupid.
I remember when he came to the Clippers, I was like, okay, sick. We're gonna
Yeah.
get
And that was-
some
that was
open
like-
shots off of this guy.
That was like one leg Gortat. You
Yeah.
know, 3 years before that, he was legitimately good at catching lobs and
nice.
Yeah.
He was nice, man. The jumper was nice.
Yeah.
He had a couple moves down there.
Nice.
He could catch a fucking pass.
He's gonna be a forgotten player. Like in 10, 15 years,
Oh.
we'll be sitting around with like basketball friends playing the like
Remember
what
this guy?
about game,
Yeah.
and it'll be like, what about Marcin Gortat? You remember him? And it'll be like, oh yeah.
Of course I
yeah.
remember. Man, goddamn.
Yeah.
And that's what we're missing. We're missing something like that, and like someone who can really pass somebody open, like somebody
Yeah.
who can like see some shit before it happens.
I
Maybe
think Monte
Morris.
Morris could be that guy.
I'd love to see it, man.
Yeah,
I know
definitely.
he's gonna play good defense and he's gonna hit his shots when he's open. Then that's enough.
All right. We'll see what happens with the Wizards. I'm hearing you think it could be a 1 seed. I'm buying in now. I'm all in.
The KD trade's coming.
Yeah.
Come on down, man.
I'm all in.
Come with us.
Excited to see how it happens. I'm definitely going to be paying more attention to the Wizards this year than I probably would have had you not come on the show.
Hey, hopefully it all comes together. And Denny, I did not forget about you, Denny.
So we're going to let you get out of here in just a second. But before we do, we're going to play a quick game. Now, in this off season, we haven't been doing a normal, structured, segmented show.
Off season's long.
It is long. And I refuse to do the like drama storylines.
Yeah.
We don't
So-
need to talk about KD anymore.
Yeah, KD, Ben
It's over.
Simmons, I never need to talk. Like,
Once he got back on Twitter, I was like, oh yeah, this isn't.
We're good.
Yeah. Everybody can leave their houses.
Yeah.
Be with your families.
but we are bringing back one segment for this episode, specifically for you. We talked about this when we knew you were coming on. So, you were doing a show, maybe periodically, sometimes kind of, called NBA Storytime.
Why, yes, I was available on the Blue Wire Podcast Network.
There it is. And in this podcast, you would talk about interesting, kind of wild stories from the NBA, maybe lesser known tales from the NBA. So we wanted to lean into that. And we're going to play 3-Pack, which is a game that we have here. It's 2 truths and a lie,
All right.
essentially. So I'm going to give you a wild NBA story 3-Pack. He is not, Clayton is not,
I don't know what
he
these
doesn't
are.
know what's on here, so you guys can play together to try to sniff it out. But I'm going to give you 3 little things, and you got to tell me which one is the lie.
Okay.
Number
Here
1,
we go.
at the age of 22, Paul Pierce attended a private club in Boston where he was smashed over the head with a bottle and stabbed 11 times. Pierce was rushed to the hospital where he underwent lung surgery, but fortunately, he managed to survive the gruesome attack, made it through surgery, and most amazingly, did not miss a single game for the Celtics in the following season, 2000 to 2001.
Okay.
So in the offseason, stabbed 11 times, lung surgery, didn't miss a single game when the season started.
Yeah.
Second one here, Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, possibly the greatest duo to ever play together in the NBA. But they were extremely competitive with each other, especially off the court. Jordan in particular, who we all know is a competitive psychopath and loves to win at everything. We all know the famous story of the ping pong table during the Olympics and all of that. So the competitiveness went even further and into the bedroom. And according to Chicago Bulls assistant coach Johnny Bach, Pippen was, quote unquote, very blessed down below. These words did not go down too kindly with Michael Jordan.
Oh, my.
And with rumors circulating of a casual relationship between Pippen and Madonna, Jordan pursued and began a brief affair with Madonna to prove that he was a better lover than Pippen was.
Okay.
Number 3.
Okay.
In 2004, Alvin Gentry was asked about any notable locker room pranks or, you know, any like anecdotes he might have had from being a head coach. And he immediately recalled his time with Shaquille O'Neal on the Phoenix Suns. He said, quote, every few days or every week or so, the big man would come barreling around a locker room corner and he would tackle somebody completely nude. Mm-hmm. One of his teammates, it could be somebody on the coaching staff also, and he would roll around with them on the floor in what he called this game Brazilian naked wrestling. And Gentry admitted that he was a victim of this game
he got
at
Brazilian
least
naked
once.
Wrestled? He got naked wrestled?
Which one of these is the lie?
Okay.
So you've got Paul Pierce stabbed 11 times, played the full season following after lung surgery.
Well, that's for sure real.
Jordan sleeping with Madonna to prove that he was better in the bedroom than Pippen. Mm-hmm. And Shaquille O'Neal hosting Brazilian naked wrestling matches in the locker room in Phoenix.
I'm pretty sure that's real.
Yeah, I know Shaq used to go nude in the locker room.
Yep.
I know Shaq used to go naked in the locker room.
I'm with you. And I'm pretty sure that I know Paul Pierce got stabbed.
Yeah, a bunch.
And I know he got stabbed multiple times.
A bunch.
I don't, remember if it was, during the NBA season or anything like that. Obviously, there's the Chappelle show. Paul Pierce stabbed him.
I forgot about that.
So I think if you're comfortable with it, I think the Michael Jordan one. I think Scottie Pippen maybe did date Madonna, but I don't think the Jordan part's real.
Yeah, because I remember when Madonna was fucking like
Derek Jeter.
Yeah, she was like, I'm fucking athletes now.
Yep.
And that was like a thing.
All in the name of Kabbalah.
Because she was fucking, she fucked Big Daddy Kane.
Yep.
Who's a rapper.
Yeah.
Did she fuck like Sean Kemp?
The Rain Man.
I'm with you, man.
For sure, Jeter. But yeah, I would say
I'll go with you there.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the lie?
Then they're going to say number 2 is the lie.
Well, you guys successfully sniffed out the lie.
All right.
Now, there is some truth to this one.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
The ending is where the lie sits. But the quote about Pippen, like Jordan hearing that Pippen was a very gifted lover and getting upset about it. And he didn't sleep with Madonna to prove it, but he did basically approach Madonna and told her, I could pleasure you way more than Pippen ever could. And she told him not a chance and like never spoke to him again.
Wow.
That is true.
You can't intimidate Madonna. Are you kidding? Like he thought he could go in there and like, it's just like, no, you can't.
Not in like 1993.
Yeah.
The height of Madonna's powers.
Yeah, for sure.
She was a space alien.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so was Michael Jordan in a way, but he was a basketball player.
She was a space sex alien.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is like different.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And Pippen just looks like an alien, so
there you go.
That worked out. Not a hot guy of the NBA.
He was, but he's got to look.
He's got to look.
He's interesting looking.
And are
That's
any
fair.
of us surprised that he threw down?
No.
You know what I'm saying?
not at
Like
all.
a great teammate, 6'8".
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got all the attributes.
All the attributes. Exactly.
Yeah, he was okay with not being number 1.
From a weird small town.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weird small town part, that's what
I'm saying?
It's the perfect equation for an incredible lover.
Yeah.
I'm glad
yeah.
we finally got to the bottom of this.
Yeah, perfect. I got more out of this game than I was hoping to, and I'm very happy about it.
And that's what podcasting is all about.
Well, Jamelle, thank you for joining us. We're going to let you get out of here. If there's anything you want to plug, any of the alternates, watchers, viewers, listeners, where do you want to send them to go check out?
Listen to Airbuds.
Airbuds.
That Airbuds Pod on the Twitter and the stuff. And got a football show, too.
Oh, nice.
Sorry We Love Football. Sorry We Love NFL. So,
right.
Go sports.
And your personal Instagram, Broccoli House.
At Broccoli House. That's me.
You can find
Come on down.
your stand-up dates and stuff there.
Yeah. BroccoliHouse.com.
Cool.
BroccoliHouse.com.
Go check it out. Love it. We will be back next week with an all-new episode. Until then, we are going to leave you with this song, which is Say No by Icon AD off their 1983 Let the Vultures Fly EP on Radical Change Records. Thank you so much. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. We'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Everybody has the right to be an individual. Your mind's lost to the right like a carrot to the mule. Stand firm together forever and ever. Never surrender, no, never surrender. Learn the art to question why. Never surrender, never surrender, never surrender till the day you die. Danger words in the plan of action, in that plan of action. Destroy the myth of the silent faction, of the silent faction. Say no. No, no, no. Say no. To manipulate a toy, absolute control you need. Their right society shape just to satisfy their greed. Stand firm together forever and ever. Never surrender, no, never surrender. Learn the art to question why. Never surrender, never surrender till the day you die. Every bird creates a different talent, creates a different talent. Yet the one who lays void will be the ruling tyrant. Be the ruling tyrant. Say no, 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 no. Say no. Never surrender, no, never surrender. Learn the art to question why. Never surrender, never surrender, never surrender till the day you die. Danger lurks in the plan of action, in that plan of action. Destroy the myth of the silent faction, of the silent faction. Say no, 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 no.
Then they'll retreat because you said no, and they'll think twice because you said no. So we say let the vultures fly, for we're not ready yet to die. Unite and fight for your own rights and the right to live without nuclear plight. Protest for peace and love will grow, and then stand firm, say no, say no. Say no, say no, say no.